All right, hey guys, Jono and Travis, the kettlebell guy from Fitness Education Online. What I want to talk about today is a common boot camp problem, and that is lack of posterior chain exercises. Now in boot camp, it's super easy to use your anterior chain. You can do a heap of push-ups, a heap of planks, a heap of squats and lunges, but it's harder to work your posterior chain. If you're not too sure what a posterior chain is, any of your upper back, lower back, bum, hamstring muscles, all right? Now, the reason why they're not commonly used in boot camp is because it's hard to do without equipment. There are ways, and we will show you. I'm going to show you 3 specific ways today. We are going to use mainly the kettlebell. So Travis has bought a kettlebell here. He actually sleeps with it, you know. He didn't bring it, he carries it everywhere. Now, the first kettlebell exercise you can do is a kettlebell swing. So if we watch Trav here, a kettlebell swing done properly is all about the hip hinge. Trav isn't squatting at all. There's pretty much no quad activation there at all. It's all from his glutes and hamstrings, all right? So that's obviously an easy one to do. For every squat you do, you want to bring a kettlebell down, and a kettlebell swing is an easy way to balance it out because it's so posterior chain dominated. I use kettlebell swings heaps in my workouts, but I don't want to use them too much so that people get bored. Another good one you can do is a deadlift. Now, there's 2 deadlifts you can do. You can do a bent-legged deadlift. So if we watch Travis here, he does his bent-legged deadlift. Now, good exercise in the gym, but the thing is, like Travis, he's a big guy, he's a strong guy. How much can you do in the gym, Trav?
About 200.
About 200 kilos. So Travis doing a 12 kilo with a kettlebell, it's not going to do anything. He could do it all day, all right? So in my opinion, a better option to use is your straight-legged deadlift or your stiff-legged deadlift. So if we watch Trav there, bit harder, right, Trav? Like how much could you do with that?
Not as much as that, but it's
probably
mobility as well.
Exactly. And weight-wise, maybe 100 kilos Trav could do in the gym. So, you know, a little bit more appropriate with that weight, but still, he's a big guy, he's a strong guy. That's still pretty easy, right, Trav?
It is.
So a way to make it harder is to do it single leg. So Trav can do a single leg straight-legged deadlift. All of a sudden, now it's a bit more challenging for him, not only the weight, but because he's doing it single leg, it's harder for him to balance. It's a unilateral movement. He's got to use his core. He's got to use his stabilizers. So that's another good posterior chain exercise you can do with kettlebells. Those 2 work really well if you rotate them together. Now the third one is cool because you can do it body weight as well. If we watch Trav here, on the mat, he's just going to do a bridge. All right, now heaps of different ways you can do it. He can just do a basic one where he comes up and then he comes back down. If I want as the trainer, I can change the tempo. So I can say, all right, 3 seconds up, Trav, 1, 2, 3, hold it there and down for 1, 2, 3. Up for 1, 2, 3, hold it. Now hold it there for 30 seconds. All right, and then break there, and then he could go for 30 seconds. If he's quite strong, he can do it single leg. Right, does it on one leg. Same thing, any of those options. You can go up, you can go down, you can change the tempo, you can hold it up there, you can cross the leg over, any of those options there. If you have a kettlebell, you can make it harder still, and you can just use the kettlebell for a bit of weight there. All right, and any of those options again. So the bridge, another really good one because you can do it with body weight. And I like to do that at the end of my session. You know, a lot of the times at the end of the session, it's common to finish off with abs or core strength, and that's cool, but it's also cool if you can finish it off with posterior chain exercises. Those bridge variations, I did a Pilates class once with like 70-year-old women, and they put me to shame on that. It can be quite tough. All right, you don't need a huge amount of weight. The bridge is a good one to do there. Now, they're all lower body variations. I will do another video on Thursday with some upper body ones, but in your training, in your boot camp, for every squatting movement you do, you want to do some sort of a posterior chain movement. There's some easy ones: the kettlebell swing, the kettlebell stiff-legged deadlift, and the bridge. If you liked that video, just hit like so we know that you liked it. Any questions, comment them below, and we cover this sort of stuff in our CEC courses. I'll put the link below.